Hey, Scott, wait up.
Oh, hey, Jasmine.
Hey, can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
You're a detective at SPD, right?
I am a detective.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for over 12 years.
So what exactly do you do?
I solve homicides.
So you solve murders.
I do solve murders.
And is this your office?
This is my office, and I'll showcase some of my son's awesome artwork up here that brings some joy whenever I'm sitting here typing all the time. And obviously, Go Blues, they won the Stanley Cup, finally. And I share an office with another detective, Matt Farmer, over here.
Nice. And did you grow up in Springfield?
I was born and raised here.
Very cool. Have you always wanted to be a police officer?
It's a funny story. It's always been between a police officer and a rodeo clown.
Oh, whoa. Can you elaborate on that just a little more?
Well, so the rodeo clown, I was a child. It's a little embarrassing to tell the story, to be honest. Had a function at church for face painting for clowns, and I thought this was my moment. Went to the function, learned really quickly that I was highly allergic to the face paint, which unfortunately shattered my dreams of the rodeo clown. So here I am now in law enforcement.
What a story. Do you at least think you made the right decision?
Absolutely.
Good. And what do you like about working at SPD?
You know, here at SPD, we are very blessed with a bunch of guys and girls that really do a great job, and this place is like a second family. It's our home away from home. Our cases, we work a lot of hours, and a lot of times we're here with our coworkers more than we're here with our own family. So I'm just really blessed to be part of the team, and I enjoy working here.
Okay, so when there's a homicide, what's the first thing that happens?
Get rid of this top secret stuff. You guys don't need to see any of this.
Okay, fine.
So we're in the room right now that we have our briefings. We get called usually in the middle of the night, typically when those happen, but any hours of the day. We get called into work. We come here, and this is where we have our briefing and get our assignments.
Okay, and what's your role in that?
As a lead detective, we rotate the responsibility for the cases, but as a lead, we conduct the witness interviews, the suspect interviews if they're apprehended, and then we also do search warrants and do follow-up investigations from there.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Is it anything like CSI?
I would say no, unfortunately.
Oh, well, why not?
Well, CSI, they're pretty notorious for solving their case in 1 hour, and it typically takes a little bit longer than that on those cases.
All right, fair enough. Well, I will say, over the last decade, SPD has maintained a 94% solve rate for homicides. That's impressive. You must have a great team. How many people work in the homicide unit?
You know, we really do have a great team. There's 4 of us in the homicide unit as lead detectives, and then we have some other detectives that are on our crime scene team that respond out to the locations, and that's where they collect the evidence that goes to the crime lab, and that's used later on in court.
Okay. Well, do they have similar roles as you?
They do and they don't. They're the guys that go out there for the evidence purposes, and we're doing the follow-up investigations trying to apprehend the suspect for the case to go to court.
Got it. So where are we now?
This is our soft interview room. Go ahead and take a peek in here. As you can tell, it's furnished nicely. We got some coloring books here for kids. Got some nice paintings on the walls, couches, comfortable chairs. This is what we use for our families, the victim's family, and witnesses that we come and do interviews with.
Okay, so what's the difference between this one and maybe where you would interview like a homicide suspect?
I would say the biggest difference is we want families of the victims to be comfortable along with some of our witnesses, and our suspects, we don't want them to be super comfortable, so we want their focused attention. So their interview rooms look a lot like a table and a couple chairs, so it's a lot different as opposed to this nice comfortable setting in here.
Kind of like what you see on TV, huh?
A little bit, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nice. And how many homicide cases would you say that you've solved since you've been?
Well, hang on just a sec. Hey,
okay.
It's my Sarge. Hey, what's up, boss? Okay. All right, yep, sounds good. Bye. Well, I hate to do this, but I got to go to work. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, it was great talking to you.
You too, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.